Really nice day though, despite the virus. Today I'm going to do some just exploring, general exploring around some state game lands and stuff like that out here near Dunbar, PA. Sort of, as you see right there's the start of Ohio State Park. So let's go for a ride, see what we can find. I'm not going to get into anything crazy today because I am running on my Metzler Torrance tires and they're really not designed for anything too crazy. Alright, let's get some gas on here. Hopefully the audio is coming through good. You never know anymore. So let's talk about why I'm here right now during the day like this. We're currently in a national crisis. Actually, it's a little bit more of a global crisis, isn't it? The COVID-19 pandemic. Everybody's businesses are shutting down to minimize the exposure to the virus. So I'm practicing social distancing out in the woods. I did pass a couple guys that I believe are hunting. Like I said, pretty sure this is state game lands. Anyway, let's talk about COVID-19 a little bit, kind of where I think I'm at with it anyway. Realistically, given my age and current health right now, I'm young, I'm 26, you know, no real health issues at all. I think I'm pretty safe as far as the virus is concerned. My only general concern is the socio-economic one, and that is the longer we get shut down and quarantined here, well, people are going to start getting more desperate, running out of money, getting bored, that sort of thing. So we'll just have to see where it goes. I'm kind of more interested on the socioeconomic side than I am the actual pandemic side, if you will. Looks like we got a bit of an impasse here. I think they're going to let me go around. Yeah. Donald Trump here in the United States, of course, being hounded every single day for the past couple weeks now on this. I'm sure it would get pretty tiresome. What can you do other than just issue quarantines and do more testing and, you know, kind of come up with a vaccine? But in the meantime, you kind of have to sit on your hands a little bit and kind of hold on to the again, kind of see where we're at with the socioeconomic side of things. Interesting. Let's see what's down here. I haven't been super up on all the latest news. I've been kind of just catching it here and there because, again, I'm trying to not do that, not just sit in my house and worry about it the whole time. There was that stimulus package that was going to go through, then got shot down and everything. So, you know, no matter which side you're on, by that I mean Republican or Democrat, it's just sad to see the level of disagreement and conflict between the two political parties. I've always thought that was very, very shameful. There's always back and forth and bickering. And what do we got here? Okay, well, getting turned around. Anyway, George Washington himself warned against the political party system, and I see why, because it creates teams that are fighting against each other and not necessarily fighting in the best interest of the American people. A little bit of mud right there. So yeah, like I said, kind of a shame. You would like to hope that the governments or the governing people of any country would have the best interest of the people in mind when making most decisions, and not themselves or their team. But I don't think politics is built for that anymore. I did bring a spare front tube in my tire pump. I am sincerely hoping I don't have to use it, because that just sucks. Oh, I went running yesterday, so I'm a bit sore from that in my legs and my lower back for some reason. My lower back, you know, from the years and years of exercising and running and doing all that stuff, I have never had such a interesting feeling in my lower back than when I was running yesterday. Frankly, I don't know if it's because it's been a little while and there was just certain muscles in my back I was not using, or it was more simply like prior to that I was visiting a friend out in Ohio and doing a lot of sitting on the couch and of course driving home. So if all that time sitting at a certain position, and there we are back on the street. So just a little fun little trip doing some gravel road, dirt road stuff. I'll probably come back at some point later on when I have a little bit more aggressive tires and do a little bit more further exploring down there. Really nice day though, despite the virus. Yeah, so anyway, it's my personal hope that we kind of go through you know, a week or two at this the most, and just kind of everybody learns their respective lessons that they need to learn, and we kind of can go back to somewhat normal lives. I hope through all this that people kind of maybe learn a little bit of appreciation for some certain things that they may take for granted, or appreciation in general for the people that you come in contact with. It always amazes me and frankly disgusts me how some people act towards other people on a day-to-day basis. People that they don't even know, that they have no prior confrontation or beef with at all, and they come in with an attitude already, especially when it comes to you know, dealing with the general public on a day-to-day basis. Try to get a day-to-day job where I don't have to interact with necessarily so many people in the general public. Not that all of them are bad, because they're not, believe me. I've met and worked with some people I wouldn't mind hanging out with personally, and had a great time with some very valuable discussion on some things and some insight and, you know, experiences and stuff like that. So I can't say that it's all been bad, but I will say it does get very tiring dealing with the people that don't have very good manners and are not respectful and don't have any sort of value. So again, my hope is that through all this, the pandemic and everything, I hope that it runs its course. I mean, it needs to do it. You know, I personally don't know anybody that's been affected by it or anything like that outside of the whole quarantining and shutting down of businesses. But hopefully people learn a little bit of respect and gratitude and appreciation. What a beautiful day for a ride though, for sure. See where else we can get lost at.